Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Mr. Red. I'm back out in the woods. Beautiful sunny day, no sunblock, and I'm bringing you another episode of Get Your Ass in the Woods. Today, we're looking for one of my favorite things to pick, elderberries. So I've been out here a few times. I've seen them before they were ready to pick. They were still green. So with elderberries, they start out as a white flower. The flower turns into berries, and they start out green. You gotta wait until those berries darken up and turn like a blackish color, dark purple. And then they're ready to go. So the berries are darkening up finally. I'm out here to pick them. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of them too. And then I'm going home. Maybe I'll make this a two-part video. So the first part, I'll show you how to pick the elderberries, how to come out into the wild, find them, pick them. Then I'll start another video and I'll show you how to make the gummies or the syrup or the wine or something like that. I'll show you what to do with them. You can get oranges from the corner store, but you'll find me gorging on this smorgasbord from foraging on the forest floor. The call of the wild calling to me, while the smallest disease turned into an all you can eat. Yeah, survival skills, let me give you a hand. Let me teach you how to live off the land. I go in empty-handed and come out with a basket of goods. It's your host, Mr. Egg. Get your ass in the woods, yeah.
Okay, well, back to the video. Let's go.
And I just found what I'm looking for. So today I came out in search of elderberries. I knew they were here because I found them before, but now they're darkening up and they're getting ready to pick. So I just found some pretty good ones. These are like, I might just leave them for a day or two to darken up more, but check these out. There's a good cluster of them right there. See these right here, how they're like not all the way dark, if you can see that there's still a little green in there. But like these right here, these are dark. So it's looking pretty good. They're all the way over here. All, you know, down by the canal, even closer to the water. They're all over the place. So, I don't know, I'll probably do some more walking, see if I find a couple of them that are better. But they're all over the place. I gotta be careful because there is poison ivy, so check this out right here. Poison ivy hiding down in there, gotta be careful. But look, they're everywhere. I got that. They're everywhere, all over here. Look over here. Right there. All in there, they're everywhere. I don't see any on the other side right now, but they're everywhere. I'm out here picking elderberries. I brought a bucket so I can fill up a bucket. I'm just gonna go ape shit out here, and I'm bringing home like a bucket full of elderberries. Check this out. No poison ivy right here, so we like that. Look at that one. All green. This is nowhere near ready to pick yet. We gotta give it more time. But this is an elderberry. Let me show you over here. Where was it? Okay, this is a little closer to what you want. See how the berries are dark? They get dark like a purple or a black. That's what you're looking for. You cannot eat elderberries in this stage. This would mess you up. This will hurt you. But when they darken up and they all get like dark ass purple or black looking, like these, that's when you can eat them. Like these, yeah, that's when you can eat them right there. All right, so I just picked a whole bunch of elderberries. That's what I came out here for. Got a bunch. I'm not done. I'm gonna pick more, but I'll show you what I got. All I did was I found two little spots that had a decent amount. But I got, I don't know, maybe a quarter of a bucket worth. But it was super easy. Effortless, really. I had to step over some poison ivy. That was the hardest part. That was about it. But anyway, so I'm gonna pick more. I'm gonna load this bucket up, and then when I get home, I'm gonna make a big old batch of elderberry gummies. And then me and my family will have elderberry gummies to supply us the whole year until next year, when I can come out here and pick more elderberries. Real easy. But elderberry gummies are super good for your immune system. When you're sick, you got a cold or flu, you take some of those, it'll knock it right out. So real good for you. A couple other things out here. I'm seeing a lot of grapes, a lot of walnuts, a lot of nettles, a lot of poison ivy. A lot of grapes are everywhere. Here, I'll show you grapes real quick. This whole vine right here is grapes. I don't see any actual grapes, but that's definitely a grapevine. And it climbs all the way up this tree, and they will climb like however tall the tree is, the grapes will go that high too. But I don't even see any grapes at all. I'm sure there's some in there, but I'm not seeing them. That's grapes. They're literally everywhere. Cattails everywhere out here. You can eat cattails. I never have. I really don't think I would eat a cattail unless I was like legit starving. But maybe one day for fun I'll come out here and do it. Never had a cattail before. There they go right here. I'll show you a cattail. You probably, I think everybody's seen these before. Right there. That brown thing, well, the whole grass looking plant is a cattail, but that brown thing is the giveaway. That's a cattail. These right here, this skinny thing, that's stinging nettles, and it has gone to seed. That's them little weird looking things. Here, I'll show you some more. So those are the seeds that are growing. Real good plant to know. Super healthy for you, but if you rub up in there, I'll show, man, this is gonna suck, but I'll show you because this is for science, right? So these are all stinging nettles, all this tall stuff right here, all right? All this is stinging nettles. They call it stinging nettle because if you rub up against it, it's gonna sting your skin and give you a rash. All of this is stinging nettle. Son of a bitch, I'm doing this for you guys. So you rub up against this, it's gonna give you a rash. So let's get all in there. Oh yeah, give me all that. Give me, oh yeah. See? So that's, dude, I'm telling you right now, that's totally gonna suck. And I'll just show you what it looks like in a couple minutes, but yeah, that's gonna suck. Anyway, I can feel it already. So like when you get a poison ivy rash, if you don't get it in time and scrub the poison ivy oil off of you, you'll get a bad rash and it'll stick around for a while. Stinging nettles will give you a rash, but luckily it only lasts like a couple hours, maybe a day at the longest. I usually don't get stinging nettle rashes all that bad, so this will probably bother me for like an hour and then it'll be back to normal. But it'll suck for an hour, for sure. Yeah. If it gets bad, I'll show the camera. You'll see what happens when you rub up against some stinging nettles. But even though it stings the shit out of your skin, it's stinging right now. Even though it does that, it's probably like the best thing out here that I could pick and eat. It's super good for your health, but you gotta cook it, because you don't want them little stingers stinging you on the way down. Yeah, you see a couple of them little rash bumps right there. I got a couple down here too. That's them stinging nettles. And it feels like I got a million little needles all poking in my arm right now, but it ain't bad. It's all good. Really, the rash ain't doing a whole lot. I got them little bumps, but I don't have like a big old red rash too bad. Something's moving. Yeah, but it ain't too bad. Not a big deal. And like I said, I ain't even gonna be feeling this in like an hour from now. No big deal. But watch, for some reason, just because I got cocky and rubbed in there on purpose, watch, it'll probably blow up and get all bad for like 3 days. Just my luck. Oh, I hate this shit. All poison ivy. All of that. All of that. Look at this damn shit. I'm out here yelling, getting mad at it. All of that. Hold up. Poison ivy. All of that shit right there is poison ivy. Poison ivy. Poison ivy. All of this. Ooh, poison ivy. Poison, there's more of it. It's back there. It's up here. Poison ivy is literally every, all this shit right here. All this little shit right here too. All the way out here right by the path. Poison ivy. I hate that shit. let me show you some shit that grows at the same time right next to elderberries that you cannot eat. And then just notice this. Notice this about the elderberry. It's a big bloom, like a circle. You know what I'm saying? And before this turns into berries, this looks like a big pretty white flower, and it's a circle. It's a bloom. All right, and then it turns into berries. That's the elderberry. Over here, 10 feet away, and we got poison ivy. Great. This is called pokeberry. This is not good for you. This will hurt you. You can eat the leaves when the plant is super young, but I don't even mess with it. But look, I can see how like a person who don't know what they're doing could get confused and maybe think that's something edible. It is not. But it's easy to tell the difference between this and elderberry. This is like a droop of berries, but it's not in a big circle, like a big bloom, you know what I'm saying? This is a droop with a bunch of berries that are growing like, I don't know, these berries are kind of big too. So look at each individual berry, kind of big. They're like the size of a pea. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then over here, look, these are very small. So these are like the size of, what, like a sunflower seed. You know what I mean? These are much smaller. So that's how you tell the difference. Now look, let me see a stem right here. Look at the leaves. Look at the leaves right here. You see how along the stem there's a leaf growing on each, like right across from each other, rather than one here, then one here, then one here. So that's called opposite. That's an opposite leaf growth pattern. So that's something else you want to look for elderberries. If there's two ways leaves can grow, it could be opposite or alternate. Alternate means like they're not directly across from each other. And actually I think the pokeberry plant might have alternate leaves, so I could show you. Yes, see? Now look at this. This is opposite than the elderberry. This is alternate leaves. So you have one coming off the stem here. Like they're not coming out of the same part of the stem each way. It's one, then a little bit further down the stem, another, then a little bit further down the stem, another. That's something else you want to look out for. I'm not picking none of those elderberries because they ain't ready to be picked yet. That's why. Found some good elderberries, and it only took me a minute. And actually, so check this out. This is the elderberry plant. You see the berries over there? You follow it down, that's the elderberry plant. This little thing right here growing up the elderberry plant is grapes. This is grape leaves. No grapes again, but it's grape leaves. So I'm gonna pull the elderberries over here. Hold up. Ugh. Check these out. These are good to go. So, good elderberries right there. All really dark. The whole thing. I'm taking all of these. Yep. And all I'm gonna do is cut the thing. I'm just gonna cut this off like right there. I'll leave all the rest of it. The only thing I'm taking is the thing with the berries on it right there. Just cut it right there, throw it in the bucket. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'm gonna be on to the next. Look at, ooh, this got a bunch of them. This is a good one here. A couple of them still young. Look at this one right here. All green, very young, but then right next to it, these are all good to go. Look at, super dark. Oh shit, there's some real good ones down there. Ugh. How's it going? There we go. Look at these. So some good ones right there. Right there. Right there, right there. I mean, I could go nuts on this one right here. These are looking good. Let's see what we got. This is, look, I haven't really seen too many like this. So look, this is a young one, all green. I showed you a lot of them that are, you know, pretty much all dark. This, you know, it mostly dark, but there's definitely some green going on in there too. So that's got both. This is a good mixture of both. That's a really good mixture of both. Looks really cool, but it's just not quite ready to pick yet. But it does look cool. And then right next to that one, there goes a frog. But right next to that plant, we got another one. These are still really young. More grapes as well. But look at all these. These are ready to go. I could pick those. Those are actually nice and dark. And there's a bunch of them. Look at this. All down there by the water. Bunch of them. And those are good to go too. Like this, those are not ready to go. I'm sure you could tell the difference by now. There's some good ones in there. Yeah, look at that. How's it going? Yeah, we're gonna get a couple more of those. I'm just picking these because they look too good to pass up. They're like super dark. And then I'm gonna have plenty. Like look how dark these are. Those look perfect. And them two right there, I'm taking them too. If they look perfect, I'm taking them. Look at that. These two, this is gonna be the last one. Thank you. That storm came through. Hey, look at this. That storm came through and blew some trees down. Everywhere. All this right here. Damn, look at that. That's a big one. That's that storm right there. So two things to look out for. If you're looking for elderberries, then you definitely want to make sure you're not picking pokeberries or water hemlock, because those two will hurt you. I don't see shit. All right, it's been, I don't know, a half hour. And that's my little, what's it called? That's my stinging nettle rash. Nothing too crazy. It wasn't bad. Of course, if I would have got up in there and rubbed up on it even worse than I did, it probably would look a lot worse. It's bad enough. It stung at first, but really isn't that bad. And like I said, it's actually probably, in my opinion, the best thing that you can pick and eat out here. Like the #1 best thing. So if you got to get stung a little bit to eat good, that's all right, I guess. Super easy thing to come out and pick. I really didn't even have to get dirty. I got dirty, but I didn't have to. I just did it anyway. I got a long ass walk to go. Oh, I didn't even see these last time. Oh, I got something flying through my hair. These look too perfect. Damn it, you coming with me. Man, I told you, get your ass in the woods and get some food.